To Slash's point, be that as it may, there are obviously the hails, and they have AMD and Kian's beaten. Late night of expanding deals of artificial intelligence chips, they were up 4%. They made $5.8 billion, a 9% increment from the earlier year. Microsoft's presentation was unremarkable. Microsoft and Meta both expressed that there is a more prominent requirement for man-made intelligence and that they will keep on extending their ability, which made Nvidia flood 12%. I realize you've examined this a great deal previously, Chima, so maybe you could share your contemplations on the comments made for this present week. You've recently expressed that a lot of this build-out is well ahead of time and that there is definitely not a genuine profit from venture yet. However, clearly a portion of the capital gear purchasers are saying, hello, there is return for money invested. We will keep on building forcefully. Maybe you could expand on whether things have changed or, on the other hand, in the event that individuals are simply safeguarding their decisions. Sadly, this is simply one more case of sell news. Nighttime, these things revitalized apparition, and assuming that you take a gander at them, they have all just returned their benefits in general. As I would like to think, individuals know that we are approaching the finish of the computer-based intelligence publicity cycle. And as these things get energy, they take advantage of the opportunity to sell in huge amounts. Nvidia has, all things considered, sold 308 million offers today. Indeed, that is crazy. It's just the beginning of the day. It's falling like a lead inflatable and exchanging like a penny stock. Without a doubt, Meta got back in the saddle, yet they have basically relinquished their benefits in general. Today, it's sort of gone downhill. The contention, nonetheless, isn't that these organizations will fall flat. That isn't true. To kind of book the profit, people are presently enhancing and selling at whatever point they can. That appears to be sensible to me since, it's not possible for anyone to anticipate when all of this apparition cash will show up. This implies that it isn't connected with the economy, the downturn, or the rate conversation that we recently had. I'm as of now managing 80-90 amidst this, having the option to send off a business at the beginning of what I accept to be the main wave in my expert life, since person-to-person communication has been one of the features of my vocation. I sort of attempted to ride the best wave I could there in the wake of bouncing into the focal point of that one. This is where I'm doing it, my genuine decision in any case, subsequent to dealing with this venture for the beyond 7 months. And I need to go on for however numerous years it takes to lay out a productive business, is that computerized reasoning is a tremendous deflationary power. The results are extremely critical as far as how much effectiveness that can be caught and the costs that can be stayed away from, and it doesn't cost truckload of cash. Since it empowers us to offer an alternate price tag, then laid out arrangements, the right finance managers, that is, new businesses who are starting without any preparation, similar to my prime supporters and I at 80-90, we'll give that to our clients. In this manner, I don't imagine a way where an enormous part of the cash that has been spent unexpectedly shows up. I neglect to see it. I really do see a way for organizations to see as astounding. For instance, think of it as along these lines. If you somehow happen to take a gander at the 1980s and ask yourself, what was the best business that was in activity at the time? I'm not certain what that organization was, but rather I have an inclination that their EA edges were most likely astounding and were somewhere close to 30 and 40%. A long time from today, the most effective organization will no doubt have EBIT edges of somewhere in the range of 50 and 60%. In reality, the top computer-based intelligence-empowered business will undoubtedly include 70 to 80% edges inside the following 15 to 20 years. Presently, that is simply astonishing. That is a strong figure, yet it will support the crucial rule of private enterprise that everybody will in general disregard. You contend out overabundance return. Thus, despite the fact that there will be thousands of organizations with working edges of 60% or more, they will be in impressively more modest business sectors. Hence, that's what I trust albeit the market all in all extends. The quantity of organizations increments by a considerably more noteworthy significant degree. In that, actually all that these immense individuals will find it very hard to perceive the worth catch that legitimizes any of this consumption. Considering the capital consumptions that have happened here, I accept that you should do a reset of some sort. I had the chance to. In China, McDonald's finds out if you would need Nvidia keychain with your McFlurry request. The issue is that they just made it accessible to under 10,000 clients, despite the fact that it just expenses $20. Subsequently, their Nvidia keychain, which retails for many dollars, is at present sold out. In case it isn't already obvious, if you need to buy this Nvidia keychain, click the main connection in the portrayal. Elon commented that he knew nothing about this and added, "All things considered, I will have some." Despite the fact that I don't know whether this is a joint endeavor, both McDonald's and Nvidia have posted about it in China. Regardless, this item could sell for great many dollars before long. We don't have numerous potential chances to buy interesting fortunes like these. In any case, we just have 100 pieces left, so rush and snap the connection in the depiction. Due to its significant situation in the man-made intelligence of Pebble, Nvidia has drawn the consideration of financial backers from one side of the planet to the other. In any case, is it a superior decision for present moment or long-haul money management systems? Long-haul venture. Nvidia has a strong reason for long-haul development because of its initiative in man-made intelligence chip innovation. Superior execution figuring will probably turn out to be more popular as computer-based intelligence keeps on changing enterprises, which would assist firms with enjoying Nvidia. The organization might see critical development in the impending years as per its man-made intelligence advances and shrewd interests in cutting-edge innovation. Nvidia is a beneficial decision for financial backers with a drawn-out standpoint due to its consistent spotlight on fostering its innovation and developing its piece of the pie, which positions it for long-haul achievement. Today, Nvidia's stock expanded buy and buy. Solid execution from rival AMD yesterday made the stock flood, expanding its market capitalization by $327 billion. Be that as it may, even with the new rise, Nvidia's stock is still around 133% behind its pinnacle. We might want to invite Stacy Raskin to examine the eventual fate of Nvidia and a portion of its opponents. He is a senior investigator and overseeing chief at Bernstein. Yet again, it's great to talk with you, Stacy. Apparently, a huge piece of that energy has now returned. I might want to be aware, assuming that you accept that the feeling has changed because of AMD's outcomes yesterday. Consequently, I don't completely accept that it had a say in AMD's exhibition. I accept it has to do with the capital use rules that numerous hyperscalers, including Google, Microsoft, and Meta, are showing. I accept that the man-made intelligence exchange has been driven by the exceptionally sure CAPEX standpoints, which show that those numbers are starting to rise. In reality, I don't completely accept that AMD was the reason. AMD's outcomes weren't completely poor. They did, as I would like to think, take up their own artificial intelligence, bearing less significantly than individuals had expected. It wasn't higher than individuals accepted, as I would see it. What does it educate us regarding the conceivable open door and potential gain for these chipmakers? Stacy, taking into account the capital use guide that we are getting from a portion of these hyperscalers. As you go on to where assumptions are, you notice that a portion of the figures are extremely high for associations like these. The hyperscalers, for instance, are significant clients that burn through large chunk of change, so you would like to see those numbers increment. In the event that you return, say, a quarter or two